Hello friends, today we're gonna make the rice from scratch, and I have here 1 cup of rice. You can use any cup to measure it, just use the same cup to measure also the water. And I'm gonna pour the cup of rice in my pot. I'm gonna wash the rice 3 times so I can take all the starch out of it so it doesn't get sticky or anything. I'm gonna use cold water. And I use my hand to wash it. Now I'm gonna take the water out and I'm gonna do this 2 more times. You can see the starch in the water because it gets white. And I'm gonna rinse it other 2 times. And we take the water. And another time, and this is the last time. As you can see, the water is less white, so I'm gonna take the water out 1 last time. Usually it's double the amount of water from rice, so if we are using 1 cup of rice, we need 2 cups of water, but because we already rinsed the rice and it absorbs a little bit, I'm gonna use around 3/4 of water. If we need more, we can add after, but I prefer to use less so it doesn't get sticky. Here you can see around 3/4 of cup of water, and I pour the water inside, and now I'm gonna cook it. Here I'm gonna turn the stove on. It needs to boil, and then I'm gonna turn the heat lower, but right now we need to wait until it boils. Because I'm making rice for POKEBOWLS, I like to make it like if it was like Japanese rice, so I don't add really anything to it. I like to savor it after, like with all the add-ons, with soy sauce and other sauces, so I'm not even gonna add salt to it. For the veggies, I already used this one for my lunch before, so it's fine. I don't really need to clean it. I made the same. I made some veggies, so I'm gonna use some sesame oil, around a tablespoon, and I'm gonna spread it. Today I'm gonna make a mix. I have these diced vegetables from Great Value, and I'm gonna use some other ones. I'm gonna add around 150 grams. Also, I have snow peas. I'm gonna add 100 grams to the other veggies. Here are the veggies. I'm just gonna let them cook in the sesame oil. After, I'm gonna season them. Today I'm gonna use chicken breast. I'm gonna use 500 and something grams, and I'm just gonna slice it. It's already marinated, but if you would like me to make homemade marinades, I can show you. But this was a good price for it, and it has whiskey. It sounds very good. Here is our rice. As you can see, it's starting to boil, so I'm gonna lower it to low temperature, and I'm gonna put a timer of 18 minutes. And I'm gonna cover it. And yeah, as you can see, it's low temperature, 18 minutes, and we can keep watching it while we cook everything else, but it's usually always the same time. Here I have the veggies. I want them to cook more, and then I'm gonna add some sauces. The rice cooking, and now the veggies, after around 6 minutes, when all the water evaporated, they are ready. I'm gonna turn the pan off, and I'm gonna add the sauces. If you don't have these sauces, you can just add soy sauce, but I happen to have them because, as I told you, I have been making POKEBOWLS, so I have been making Asian food quite a lot. So I have some hoisin sauce. I'm gonna add around 1 tablespoon, and oyster sauce, another tablespoon. Again, if you don't have these sauces, you can just use soy sauce, but if you happen to like these POKEBOWLS, homemade POKEBOWLS, I recommend you to get some because they really add a lot of flavor. I'm gonna mix a little bit, and I'm gonna put them to the side. See, they become shiny. and with a very nice color. I really like this combination. And they are ready for later. Now we can make the chicken. Here I have the chicken. As I told you, I sliced it. Here I have the veggies, and I made some space for the skillet. If you're gonna get a cooking appliance, get a skillet. They are really great and they could last forever. So now I have this palm. If you don't have palm, you can use any kind of olive oil or any oil in general actually. I'm just gonna use some so it doesn't stick, but any oil could work. And now that it's hot, it's on high temperature. Maybe I could lower it a little bit. It's kind of hard to calculate with this stove, but around medium-high would be perfect. Now I'm gonna add the chicken. I'm gonna wait around 5 minutes before I turn the chicken to the other side. After 5 minutes, I'm gonna turn the chicken. Also, I really like the skillet because it gives the chicken and well, everything you cook actually a nice crispy side. And it doesn't really stick. Sometimes with regular pans it's very difficult. But that's why I love skillets. So the rice is ready. As you can see, it's perfect. This is a trick someone showed me. You can use a spoon and make the rice fluffy so it doesn't stick or get clumps. So it's a nice tip.